My people, this is a question of brother betraying brother. I think this is really awful to an extent, and this is counting on the last days. That is something I kind of understand. Recently, King Rudeboy or Mr. Rudeboy has come out to say, you know what? Mr. P, my twin brother, actually called or reported me to EFCC. He said this at a recent interview, and a lot of people were really surprised about the whole thing. I want you to take a glimpse at it before I dive into the story.
Yeah. Now, this thing was happening like December last year. Wow. And what happened this year? I was invited by the EFCC. A repetition against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought it would come to this part. I thought it was just music thing. Then next thing, people are telling me, what did you do? Somebody say you're going to go to jail 20 years. They're going to lock you up. What did I do?
How would you call EFCC on your twin brother? How would you report your twin brother to EFCC? That is really grievous to an extent, and that is really destroying to an extent. What of if EFCC had found something, illegitimate on your brother, and today your brother would have been in jail causing you? That is what a lot of people are really responding to. I think Mr. P went too far, and this is not going to help kind of PSquare again. That is something we are not going to see PSquare again. That is something a lot of people are really talking about. Based on the reactions I collected on this, I think Mr. P actually went too far, and that is really embarrassing, and he needs to apologize to his twin brother right now. That is something a lot of people are really talking about, and this is really damaging, and this is really destroying to an extent. And it means that Mr. P can go at any length to really destroy his brother. That is what it's all about. And people are now saying that Mr. P is really bitter at his brother to an extent. No matter what, you guys can really find a way to settle this out of EFCC custody and the rest. What if they had found another different thing on your brother? What would you say about all of this? This is really indicted. We understand that there's an issue of money in the PSquare's camp and all those things, but you guys should find a way to resolving this amicably. That is what a lot of your fans out there are really talking about right now. Mr. P has come out to say, I make more money alone than when I used to be with my twin brother as PSquare. That is what he is actually saying at the time, and a lot of people are really happy for him on that and saying that it's good to make money, but you are becoming too desperate with it, because reporting your brothers or your brother to EFCC is actually really too damaging, and that tells of your personality to an extent, and that is not really something that they need to forgive easily. That is what a lot of persons are really talking about in this whole crisis right now, rocking the camp of PSquare. And some people are saying that the major challenge they have is Jude Okoye. But you need to understand that before the beginning of their career, Jude Okoye used to be a rap artist those days, and this guy sacrificed his own career just to build up his brother. And now he said, I want to still earn from this my brother's business to an extent, because I contributed to it. So now Peter is really against it. Say, you don't earn too much, so make you allow us to do our thing our own way and all those kind of things. And they want to remove their brother and make it a business official. Right now, what I understand about the whole thing is Peter or Mr. P is moving towards the direction of let's make PSquare a business, while Rudeboy is saying that let us use PSquare to establish our family and build a generational wealth with it. So I don't see anything wrong with Mr. P. I don't see anything wrong with Rudeboy saying that we need to build up our family with the PSquare brand and all those kind of things. Because when you look at what Fela's children they are eating right now, it's what Fela actually worked for. That is something. And even most of relatives of Fela, they are still reaping from that. That is something you need to understand about the whole thing. But Mr. P is going the business way, while the other guy is going the family folks way. That is what we are known in Africa for. That is something you need to understand. But some persons are becoming too desperate with this whole thing that is trending out on social media. Away from that, let's talk about Afrobeat. I keep talking about Afrobeat because I'm so much in love with Afrobeat to an extent. I started becoming a fan of Afrobeat since the 1998, where the likes of Idris Abdul Karim, Tony Twetula, we have Raskis, we have a lot of others, down to where we had, the likes of Kahar, the likes of Rhymzo, and a lot of others. But these guys have passed the baton to the likes of Burna Boy, Wizkid. Right now, these guys are really getting hot at the end of the day. But we are talking about Afrobeat. I listened to an interview where a particular, kind of analyst or Afrobeat enthusiast came out to say, you know what, Afrobeat from Nigeria earned over $100 million in 2023, but yes, 2% of that money ended up in Nigeria. What is the logical problem here? That is what a lot of people are really trying to ask. I think we need to understand it from that point of view. Right now, I keep saying that if the government or if anybody wants to invest in Afrobeat in Nigeria, in Africa, we should look at the infrastructure of Afrobeat or infrastructure of entertainment in Africa. We should look at building world-class studios, and we should look at building theaters, performance centers and the rest, event centers, just like the O2 Arena you find in UK. We should aim at that in Africa. This can really help to strengthen the entertainment industry in Africa. Right now, we have the largest entertainment industry in Africa as the Nigerian music industry, followed by the South African music industry, and followed by any other music industry. But Ghana is really trying to claim the third position. But somehow, some people are saying, what about Congo, Tanzania, and a lot of others? But right now, we can really come together and build adequate infrastructure by stakeholders investing in infrastructure, and also, the legal framework like the copyright laws and the rest, and all those things, monetary laws, policies around entertainment can really play a major role, because right now it's not easy to go to the bank and to get a loan to shoot a music video or to produce a movie. That is what a lot of people are really talking about and saying that we need to work around that. And also, we should, work on the funding. We need adequate funding because a lot of people are really interested in doing massive things about the music industry to an extent. That is what it is right now. We have the platforms, and we should strengthen our institutions like the Headies, like the Sound Cities, and the Afrima, and other music awards or entertainment awards around Africa. This will help us to position ourselves for international reputation. That is what a lot of people are really talking about, and saying that the likes of Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, the likes of Angelique Kidjo, the likes of a lot of others, the likes of Tyler, a lot of other terms, and some numbers around the country, around the world, around Africa. These guys are really positioning Afrobeat and making do with it. That is what a lot of persons are saying about the whole thing. What is your own take about this? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can talk about it further.